And you're leaving at the end of the month?
Well, your numbers have been down lately. Guess it was bound to happen.
Good luck with your next company. I've wanted you for so long, Keiichi. Are you really leaving the company?
Well...
Alright, let's give it our all and crush our sales targets today.
Yes, sir. I'm Keiichi Sato. I work at Uki Uki Travel Agency. Mr. Okano recently got promoted to department head, so now he's my boss.
By the way, I've put together a new manual for you all. Make sure you go through it.
Got it.
Looks like we're focusing on selling package tours this month, huh?
Mr. Okano's always coming up with these monthly manuals, but my sales numbers just keep tanking.
If you've got any questions, just ask.
2 months later.
I really had high hopes for you, Keiichi, but your sales performance hasn't improved at all this month again. And you're leaving at the end of the month?
Well, your numbers have been down lately. Guess it was bound to happen.
I followed Mr. Okano's advice and gave it my best, but my sales just kept dropping.
Hold up. Is what I just heard true?
Miss Nagisa?
Miss Nagisa is the president of a rival company, and she knows our company's president, Miss Kunikida.
If that's the case, Keiichi, you're coming with me. Now.
Whoa, wait, what?
What the? What could Miss Nagisa possibly want with Keiichi? Guess I'd better tag along and find out.
I've wanted you for so long, Keiichi. Are you really leaving the company?
Well...
That means it wouldn't count as poaching, right? Mind if I offer him a job at my company? Well, if that's what Keiichi wants, I won't stop him. It's his call. Yes! Keiichi, come work for me.
Whoa, hold up, what's going on here?
If I can be blunt, Mr. Okano, you don't have a knack for spotting talent.
Excuse me?
Miss Nagisa, I'm sorry, but I'm completely lost here.
Keiichi, Nagisa's been wanting to work with you for a while now. You've always been a valuable part of this company, so I've been turning her down, but here we are.
Miss Nagisa, why are you so eager to work with Keiichi?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. Wait, hold on, don't tell me.
Remember when you applied for a job at my company? I was one of your interviewers.
Wait, what? That actually happened?
Yeah, now that you mention it, right after high school I did apply to your company.
I really wanted to hire you back then, but there was another candidate with more industry experience. So we went with them. But if I'd been running the company then, I would have hired you in a heartbeat.
Honestly, I didn't think I did great in the interview. I figured I didn't stand a chance, so it made sense I didn't get the job. But you actually remembered me?
Of course I did. Keiichi, your strength is connecting with customers and making thoughtful recommendations. So, Mr. Okano, what goes through your mind when you're pitching a travel package to a customer?
Well, I'm all about making sure the customer has a good time and spends as much as possible. That's why I created these detailed manuals. As long as we stick to the script, everything should run smoothly.
Yep, that's classic Mr. Okano. He even had a manual for how to handle customer rejections.
Sure, that's one approach, but it doesn't really work for Keiichi, does it?
But having a manual makes it easier for the team to follow, right?
Let me ask you this. When did Keiichi's sales numbers start tanking?
Huh? Well, Keiichi's performance has always been, on the low side, hasn't it?
Actually, come to think of it, my numbers started dropping right after you became department head, Mr. Okano.
What? Are you saying your poor performance is my fault?
Okay, cool it. What Nagisa's getting at is that everyone's got their own approach that works best for them. Right, Nagisa? Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Manuals can be important, Mr. Okano. But that approach just didn't click for Keiichi.
Yeah, when there's a strict script to follow, I just can't seem to find my groove.
Now that I think about it, Keiichi's numbers really did drop around then.
So it wasn't about his skills, just not the right approach for him. Bingo! Believing in your method is important. But people have different approaches to proposals. You've got to pay more attention to everyone's strengths, Mr. Okano.
Miss Nagisa.
So, Keiichi, what do you want to do? If you want to stay with us, I'll back you up.
Thank you for your offer, but I really want to work with Miss Nagisa. Is that okay with you, Miss Nagisa?
Really? You mean it?
Yeah, I want to see how far I can go working with you playing to my strengths.
Awesome! Let's discuss the details later. I'm so excited to have you on board.
Ugh, I can't believe it. My manual was perfect, right? Huh? What are you guys holding over there?
Good luck with the new company, Keiichi. This is from all of us.
We were planning to give this to you anyway, but since you're leaving, consider it a farewell gift.
Thanks, guys.
It's a shame to see you go, Keiichi, but I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Great, now Miss Nagisa's just made me look bad as a leader. This isn't over, Keiichi. We'll be competing for the same clients from now on. I'll show you who's really right.
1 month later, at my old company, Uki Uki Travel Agency.
Why does work feel harder lately? Is it just me? Alright everyone, let's keep grinding like always.
Sure.
About that last manual. It was kind of tough to follow.
Feels like everyone's losing motivation. If that's the case, I guess it's up to me to lead the charge. Alright, here's the deal. We've got this big corporate retreat package to push. Let's all pull together and make this a huge success.
Meanwhile, as for me,
Keiichi, I want you to meet someone.
nice to meet you. I'm Keiichi Sato. Nice to meet you. I guess?
You know, Nakota used to work at Uki Uki Travel Agency too, but you two haven't met before?
Nope, we were in different departments, so our paths never crossed.
He made the move to this company at the same time you did, Keiichi.
Looking forward to working with you, Keiichi. Wait, could he have come here because of something Mr. Okano said? Nah, I'm probably overthinking this. Likewise, Nakota.
Oh, I've got another meeting. Keiichi, make sure you show Nakota the ropes, okay?
Wait, what? But I just started here too. I mean, she's already gone. I guess the boss figured that since we worked at the same company before, it'd make things less awkward for us. She's pretty thoughtful, isn't she? Nakota? Why is he staring at me? I can't figure this guy out at all. By the way, heard there's a big deal coming up soon? Oh yeah, we've got a proposal for a corporate retreat with around 100 people. I picked up on that before coming here. Someone from the team's gonna be picked to pitch, right? Sounds like it'll be a competition. Guess we'll see who gets the nod. Yeah, may the best person win. Let's both bring our A game. Sure. Miss Nagisa went out of her way to bring me here. I can't let her down. Meanwhile, back at Uki Uki Travel Agency.
What's the problem? Come on, let's step it up. Was the manual too confusing?
No. The manual was clear, but everything's just so rigid now. It's tough to work like this.
Yeah, and your method doesn't really work for clients trying to save money. We can't meet their needs.
Then adapt to the situation.
But when we try, you always ask, why didn't you stick to the manual and close the deal?
Exactly. Like Miss Nagisa said the other day, maybe instead of forcing everyone to work the same way, you could let us pitch our own styles.
Crap, this isn't good. If this keeps up, I'm gonna tank my reputation.
We've got a situation. It's...
What? Are you serious? I'll call him right now to confirm.
A few days later, we had our presentations to become the representatives. In the end, it was just me and Nakota left. And that's how I came up with a plan that ensures everyone has a blast. But wouldn't that approach cost quite a bit? Normally, yes, but I negotiated with the hotel and the activity providers to keep the costs as low as possible. The package also includes exclusive perks like priority entry passes and food coupons at the activity center.
Wow! When did you pull all this together?
I noticed the company tends to hit the same destinations for retreats. If they like this plan and the hotel, they might stick with it for the next few years.
Smart. So if they book now and commit for the next few years, the hotel gets steady business. Total win-win.
Interesting approach.
That's my pitch, thanks.
All right, we'll tally everything and decide who will represent us. Everyone, come back in 15.
That was impressive.
Not at all, your presentation was solid and well organized.
You're too kind. But no, I can't compete with you. Oh, sorry, one sec. Gotta take this.
Wait, did that say Mr. Okano? What's he calling Nakota about?
Hey, is it true your company is also pitching to Waku Waku Corp?
That's right. They're reviewing presentations from multiple companies, including yours.
I thought we were the only ones they approached, so that's how it is.
Wait, Mr. Okano and Nakota know each other? Is Nakota working with him somehow?
All right, everyone, we've made our decision. Keiichi, you're up. You'll be representing the company.
Wait, me? Oh, yes. Thank you. I'll do my best. Nice job, Keiichi. Mind if I tag along for the big pitch? I'd love to learn from you.
Sure, I guess.
Great! Presentation's in 2 weeks. I'm counting on you, Keiichi.
For now, I'm just gonna focus on what I can do. A few weeks later, for this retreat, we've planned something special for your 100-person team. Our theme? Relax and excitement. Relax and excitement. Sounds contradictory. Great point. One plan won't work for 100 people. So we've prepared 3 options to choose from. Go on. Option 1 is a chill package, hot springs and cozy reading spots at the hotel. Option 2 is for thrill seekers, featuring a day at a nearby theme park. And lastly,
Look at them. They're totally hooked.
Yeah, he's killer at connecting with people. And his prep? Spot on.
I know, right? He makes it look so easy.
You really admire him, don't you?
What? No, I mean...
His presentations, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I admire his presentations.
Now he's wrapping it up.
this is amazing. We've never seen such a well thought out plan. Not only is it comprehensive, but the cost is lower than we expected. Sure, but this pricing comes with the condition. You commit to using the same hotel for the next 2 years. I know your company has a history of visiting the same places year after year, so I've reflected that in my proposal. Brilliant! No complaints. We're in.
Really?
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Looking forward to working together.
Hold on a second. What's going on here?
Mr. Okano? We already told you we're not going with your proposal.
I specifically asked for one more chance. We even had a meeting scheduled for today, didn't we?
We apologize if we kept you waiting for a few minutes while we wrapped things up here, but barging in like this is unacceptable.
Exactly. Completely unacceptable.
I overheard and couldn't just sit here. Why aren't you choosing us?
We were close to an agreement at first, but then you contacted us later saying the pricing was wrong, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Your revised price was way higher than the original one you presented.
Saying the negotiations didn't work or something.
On top of that, your proposal seemed more about what worked for you, not us. Honestly, it felt a bit dishonest.
That's not... Please, just give me one more chance.
Mr. Okano, they said no. Pushing like this won't help. And honestly, even if you're familiar with them, storming into a meeting room uninvited is way out of line.
Mr. Okano, I'm afraid we'll have to ask you to leave now.
This can't be happening. Nakota, back me up. You know I'd nail this if I handled this right.
Nope. Keiichi's presentation was clearly better, no contest. And really, why would you ask me to back you up here? I'm not going on the trip and definitely not your client.
Hey, what's your deal with Mr. Okano?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What? You're not on my side?
What are you even talking about? I thought you were concerned about Keiichi, your former subordinate, so you reached out to me. But were you just trying to get insider info? From me by any chance?
Well, no, that's not what I...
Oh, so I was wrong after all. I thought you two were, working together or something. But I guess it's just me overthinking. Actually, Keiichi, I've always looked up to you. Wait, what? I've admired you for a long time. Whoa, you're right. There you are. I never noticed.
Me neither. But wow, you really admired Keiichi, huh? Honestly, I can totally see why.
That's why I switched jobs to work at this company. I wanted to learn from you.
No way! I lost to Keiichi? Impossible!
You lost because you underestimated Keiichi and stuck to your way.
Anyway, we're off to celebrate now. So if you don't mind, Mr. Okano, please leave us alone. A celebration? I didn't hear anything about it. You know, your method isn't totally wrong, Mr. Okano, but you've got to be flexible, whether you're training staff or pitching to clients. Working with Miss Nagisa has made me enjoy my work even more than I used to. I'm not losing to you.
Urgh!
Let's go, Keiichi.
Let's go, Keiichi.
I know if they hear my pitch again, they'll definitely be into it.
As for Mr. Okano, he kept showing up at the client's office without appointments, causing trouble. Eventually, they transferred him to a branch office in the middle of nowhere. Not long after, he quit.
Thought I'd find a new job easily, but at my age, not so much. Ugh.
As for me... Hey, where's Nakota? What? I'll skip dinner tonight. Let's all go together some other time. Nakota.
So, looks like it's just the two of us tonight, huh?
Yeah, just the two of us. Thanks for watching to the end.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Oh wait, Keiichi, you actually showed up? We didn't think you'd come, so we didn't bother to set up a seat for you.
Hey, you don't have to push yourself to stick around at her wedding. If I remember correctly, you guys were the ones who asked me to be at your wedding.
If Keiichi's leaving, I'm not sticking around either. Yeah, same here.
Count me in.
Say what?
I'm Keiichi Sato. I work for a video production company. I'm at the wedding of my coworker Hasegawa and Aiko today, but things are awkward. Whoa, this place is packed with so many actresses and actors.
Wait, Keiichi, you actually showed up? We didn't think you'd come, so we didn't bother to set up a seat for you.
Yeah, dude, you don't have to push yourself to stick around at our wedding. If I remember correctly, you guys were the ones who asked me to be at your wedding.
Wait a sec. Wasn't Aiko and Keiichi an item not that long ago?
Hey, keep it down. We're at a wedding here. If I don't have a seat at this wedding, no worries. I'll just take off. You're leaving your job at the end of the month to kick off your own business, right? Man, that's gotta be tough. Well, best of luck. Yeah, thanks.
If Keiichi's leaving, I'm not sticking around either. Yeah, same here.
Count me in.
Say what?
Wait, hold up, Nagisa. We've got your spots all set up, and that goes for you too, Hogetsu and Oikawa.
Yeah, what's going on? Hogetsu and Oikawa, why are you both heading out too? Well, if Keiichi is missing a seat, I figured I could let him take mine.
And if our CEO Nagisa decides to leave, we're definitely not hanging around. Oikawa.
Yeah, if Nagisa's not gonna stay, there's really no reason for us to stick around.
Nagisa is the CEO of a talent agency and is one of our main allies in the industry.
Anyway, I was listening in earlier and heard something about you maybe launching your own business. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm all set to start my own business. I'm wrapping up my job this month to get things rolling on my own. Hey Keiichi, don't forget about me, alright? I'm down for whatever. Commercials, TV shows, movies, you name it. Just say the word, and I'll adjust my plans to make it work. Thanks, Oikawa. I really appreciate it. Hold up, what's going on? Why are you two acting like best pals all of a sudden?
Oh, same here. I'm all in for working together with you, Keiichi.
Wait, you too, Hogetsu?
I totally understand where you both are coming from, but let's take a breather for a moment. Keiichi, I'd really like to talk to you about what's coming up next. But it looks like we're short on seats here, so how about we...
Oh, no, that's not a problem. We'll just ask the venue staff to add another seat for him.
Yeah, it's totally our mistake. But it shouldn't be hard to toss in an extra chair. Didn't you just say you thought he wouldn't make it here? And even if you can fit him in, what about his meal?
Well...
No way. This is my big day. I went above and beyond to invite some well-known actors and actresses to my wedding. There's no way anyone can just walk out like this.
Look, I've got my own opinions about you two, but I showed up today since it's your special day. I didn't think I'd be treated like this, though. It's not like we meant to...
I mean, we were just surprised. We didn't think you'd actually show up.
But I definitely RSVP'd, didn't I? Did you not check on that? The whole thing with the guest list and where people would sit at our wedding was Aiko's job, right, Aiko?
I was mostly busy checking if the well-known actors and actresses would show up at our wedding. Watching that little exchange just now makes it obvious how you both treat Keiji.
Oh, come on, we're getting married today. Can't we just let it go?
Yeah, please don't talk about leaving our wedding. Funny thing, we happened to overhear something a little while ago.
Yeah, Aiko, didn't you and Keiichi used to be a couple? I mean, doesn't that indicate...
Hey, that's ancient history.
Nah, that's hardly ancient, given that our dating period was right around the same time you were with Hasegawa. Keiichi, we'll get a seat ready for you and we can lightly sort out another meal. Can you just persuade them to stick around? And honestly, Aiko's dating life isn't really Nagisa or her team's business, is it?
You really think this isn't our business? Seriously? You do realize that in this line of work, connections are everything, right?
Exactly. It's all about trust and connections. That's why I'd go for Keiichi every single time if I had to work with someone.
I totally agree with you both. I couldn't have expressed it any clearer.
Man, it's nice to know someone out there has been paying attention to all my hard work. Honestly, it's pretty motivating and gives me the confidence to take on whatever comes my way. Alright, can we pause for a sec? Why are you guys so into Keiichi? I don't recall him being in charge of any important major projects at our company.
What is it about Hogetsu and Oikawa that you think makes them unique, Keiichi?
Huh? Well, Hogetsu is known as the Chameleon Queen, and for good reason. She's really good at changing into any character, and getting to the heart of who they are. Take the 2018 film, Tokimeki Actors, for example. Even though she played the villain, her expressions were so engaging that you couldn't help but empathize with her.
That character didn't get much airtime at all. You really noticed the details, Keiichi.
Now, let's not forget about Oikawa. He's the total opposite. He's mastered his personal brand like a pro. Whether he's in a TV show, a movie, or a variety program, his charm and authenticity always shine through, making him a fan favorite. Oh, and there's one more thing. Alright, stop it. You're gonna make me blush over here. Dude, Keiichi, I knew you were into research, but this is just insane.
Ugh, so what? Just because you know some random facts about Hogetsu and Oikawa doesn't mean anything special. Anyone can just look that up online. Oh, really? Then let me ask you two something. Did either of you know any of those searchable facts about Oikawa and Hogetsu? And Keiichi goes beyond just knowing a little about our actors and actresses. He actually cares enough to understand them on a deeper level.
To be honest, I've been kind of a nerd about this stuff since I was a kid. I've always enjoyed finding out all I can about actors, actresses, and voice actors.
Well, now you can see why we're all about working with Keiichi, right? We believe we'll shine more brightly if we work alongside him.
Totally agree with her on that.
Keiichi, if you're really launching your own company, I'd love for you to use our actors and actresses.
Wait, seriously? Thank you so much, Nagisa.
Oh yeah, one more thing. After Keiichi leaves your team, be super careful about who you bring in to take his spot. Wasn't his replacement supposed to be...
That'd be me.
I see. Keiichi was someone we could always trust with our people. Hasegawa, I really hope you can reach that same level of trust.
Jeez, they all seem to love Keiichi so much. Do I even stand a chance? Look, if I stick around, you two won't get to enjoy your wedding, so I'm just gonna leave.
All right, now about what's next.
Hold it right there.
Dad?
Mr. Hasegawa.
I caught some noise, so I thought I'd come over and see what's going on. And oh boy, my son, always causing a stir. Something about the seating not being set up correctly. That's classic him. He's been a little forgetful since he was a child.
A little forgetful? It felt like he just assumed Keiichi wouldn't show up and didn't bother to arrange a seat for him.
Hey now, son, that's enough of that nonsense. Get it together, will ya?
Yeah, you caught me, Dad. I really slipped up on that one.
Please, don't leave just yet. Stay for the wedding, I beg you, Nagisa. While you're here, I'd really like to talk about some future collaborations between your agency and our team. For example, the Uki Uki Academy shoot. That's one of the projects Keiichi used to work on, right?
Oh yeah, this is great timing. We should definitely talk about that at the wedding reception. And we've got our stars, Oikawa and Hogetsu, right here with us.
Hasegawa, you're all set to create that TV show that really brings out their abilities in acting, right?
Huh? Oh, absolutely. But honestly, the way you're saying it makes it sound like you're concerned that things might not be as good now that Keiichi isn't working on it.
Well, Keiichi's love for our actors and actresses was a huge factor in why we agreed to certain offers. So yeah, I'm a little concerned.
Oh, give me a break. Everything's Keiichi this and Keiichi that. It's like they worship him or something. But wait, I've got a cool idea. Hey, Keiichi, what do you think about turning this into a fun little competition? To see who can bring out the best in Hogetsu and Oikawa.
What kind of nonsense are you coming up with now, son?
Before the TV show kicks off in 2 months, why not put together your own project featuring those two? It could be a TV series, a movie, a commercial. Whatever you feel like creating.
Wait, what? But if my project gets chosen instead of yours,
Then I'll step down. No hard feelings, I promise.
Say what? Are you actually serious right now?
seriously? This is a rare chance, especially with my business about to kick off.
Oh, this sounds fun. I'm all for it.
Me too. Let's do it.
If you guys can make something that highlights us and takes our fame to the next level, I'm game.
But what happens if you end up losing to Keiichi? What will you do then?
Come on, Keiichi is just getting his business off the ground. There's no way he has the resources for this. And aren't you at least a bit bothered by this?
I mean, maybe a little.
Son, you seem pretty sure of yourself. If you're going to throw out a challenge like that, you better deliver results. Got it?
Don't worry, Dad. I've got this.
Alright then, I'll give it a shot.
You're gonna be fair about this, right? Even though you seem to favor Keiichi a bit, Nagisa?
Oh, for sure. This is strictly business. If Keiichi hands us a poorly thought out project that doesn't respect our actors, well, I'd have no problem reconsidering our partnership down the line.
Don't worry, I'll put in my best effort. Time to get those ideas flowing. Alright, I'm gonna leave now.
Hey, wait!
Now, about their wedding.
Look, I'm sorry, but after hearing how you two got together, I'm not really in the mood to celebrate. And I don't really belong here, so I think I'll just excuse myself.
Wait, Nagisa?
Regarding the food and the cake for your wedding, what should we do with them?
This is totally humiliating. Now that everyone has left, what about the money they were supposed to give us as gifts? I went all out for a fancy venue and an expensive wedding dress just to impress everyone. By the way, about the payment for the wedding venue.
As discussed earlier, the payment must be processed within 1 week of the wedding ceremony.
Hi, Mr. Hasegawa. Can we go over the wedding charges?
If this throws a wrench in the TV shoot, we're gonna have some serious issues.
This is a total disaster. The cost of this wedding is just insane. Why did it have to turn out like this? You better do whatever it takes to make this work. Got it?
Of course, just relax. It's all gonna work out.
And 2 months later, we ended up seeing each other again. I came up with an idea that'll really boost what both of you are good at, Oikawa and Hogetsu.
Whoa, look at all these documents.
To kick things off, I decided on your hair and costumes. After that, I crafted some interesting backstories and scenes for the characters you'll portray.
Wait, hold up. Are you telling me you managed to come up with all these ideas in just 2 months? And you kicked off your own company too? Where did you even squeeze in the time for all that?
Honestly, this felt more like a fun hobby than actual work for me. Once I started picturing the lines, costumes, and the characters' expressions, I couldn't stop. Ideas kept coming non-stop.
Wait a second. Did you seriously write this entire script yourself?
Yeah, I put together a mini TV series with you two in mind. Each episode is its own story, and you'll be acting as different characters who might seem similar, but are really unique in their traits.
Wow, this is something else. Same features, yet totally different vibes. I'm loving it. Are you serious that you managed to come up with the whole script, the costumes, and everything else in just 2 months?
Up until now, I had to make actors and actresses fit into scripts that were already written. But now that I can do my own thing, I thought, why not switch it up? Let the actors and actresses shape the story instead.
A chance to show what I've got as the Chameleon Queen? Oh, I'm so in.
And I often get cast as the tough guy, but it looks like you've really given me some memorable parts to work with here.
Impressive work, Keiji. Now, Hasegawa, it's your turn to show us what you and your team has come up with. I know you've shared a bit already, but if there are any updates or cool extras, now's the perfect moment to share them with us.
This better be good. If this doesn't work out, how are we supposed to pay off our wedding bills?
Totally. I've made some adjustments since we last went over it. Hogetsu's character is still pretty much the same, but I've changed Oikawa's role quite a bit.
Oh, wait. This is...
Oikawa's roles are usually pretty predictable, which can be good or bad. I figured this could be the perfect opportunity for him to break out of his comfort zone.
It's pretty interesting, but this is...
I'd love to see you take on a villain role, something totally unlike your usual roles. I really believe you've got what it takes to pull this off.
Totally. If you can actually show you've got that range, it could definitely give your reputation a nice boost, don't you think?
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say no to this.
Wait a sec, what? Why? Can you at least give me a solid reason? Honestly, it seems like you're more into working with Keiichi than with us at this point.
Hey, Hasegawa, you're crossing the line here. Nagisa, Oikawa, and Hogetsu are all skilled at what they do. Saying that is pretty rude, don't you think?
But
Sure, Oikawa stepping into a different role could be thrilling and might really resonate with the fans and viewers.
exactly, so why?
But have you actually seen the movie he's in right now?
Yeah, I've seen it. So, what's your point?
In that movie, Oikawa takes on the role of a super dedicated and hard-working young man who will do whatever it takes for his friends. He's the type of person who faces every challenge head-on and is always there to support the main character as his best friend.
It seems like Keiichi gets why I said no to what you proposed.
But that's exactly why we need to completely flip his image.
Oikawa isn't just in movies, he's featured in all sorts of TV shows and variety programs. This means his public image is pretty well known. So people know him as a person, not just the characters he plays. And if he takes on a villain role now, it could conflict with his ongoing projects, especially with that movie still in theaters. It could really ruin the audience's experience.
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
Plus, Oikawa is in the middle of filming a commercial where he's playing a super upbeat and wholesome role. If it happens to air at the same time as your TV show, it could really damage how people see him.
Yeah, the timing's just not ideal, is it?
Playing a villain does sound fun, but yeah, it's not the right time.
Looks like it's all about the timing being off, huh?
Keiichi must have considered all of this when he wrote his script.
Absolutely. As a proud nerd when it comes to actors and actresses, this is just basic knowledge for me.
Sorry, Hasegawa, but I've decided to go ahead with Keiichi's script instead.
Thank you so much.
Hey, hold on. How are we gonna cover the cost for the wedding venue?
Aiko?
The total comes to $80,000. My parents found out during the wedding that I was seeing Keiichi while I was also with you. And now they're saying they might cut me off.
so I can't ask them for any financial support anymore. The money we got as wedding gifts didn't even come close to covering it. What are we going to do about the bill? Oh, jeez. Sounds like you have a lot going on right now.
Maybe we could ask my dad for help.
After you pulled that ridiculous stunt with the competition against Keiichi? Yeah, he's definitely not gonna help us out now.
I mean, why did the wedding end up costing so much? Most weddings don't even reach half of that amount.
That's because we invited famous actors and actresses to our wedding, which obviously jacked up the costs. And after that, even my friends are making fun of me.
This feels like a private issue, and it's really not our business. So we're gonna get going. I listened to it all from outside the door. Keiichi, please just come back to our company. I'll make sure to apologize for what those two did, and... This is what happens when you spoil him simply because he's your son, Mr. Hasegawa. Leaving me without a seat at their wedding and insulting the guests. Do you realize how unacceptable that is? So I'll throw in an apology for that too. I'm sorry, but I have zero desire to go back to your company.
Come on, let's go, Keiichi. What are we supposed to do now?
How am I supposed to know?
Trusting you with this was my biggest mistake. News about Hasegawa's mistakes traveled fast in our industry. His dad's company lost its reputation and ultimately went bankrupt. Oh no, the loans. I can't believe I'll be stuck with them forever.
Why? How did things turn out this way?
I really thought our marriage was going to be all perfect and happy.
And as for me...
Keiichi, you're really making a name for yourself these days.
No way, Nagisa. It's all thanks to you and your team.
Even if you're super busy, can you promise to still go on dates with me?
Absolutely. Thanks for watching until the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.